Hey guys, what is today? Today is Tuesday or Wednesday? Is today Tuesday or Wednesday? Why do I not, Wednesday?
Okay.
It's going by so fast. So it's Wednesday, June. I'm looking at, oh, today's the first day of summer, June
I know.
21st. So we thought it would be only appropriate then today to do a Facebook Live on working in the summer, trying to do it, in Permission to Hustle. And actually, I have to go over and share it really quickly because I have it on the Audrey and Vera page right now. But in Permission to Hustle today, we had talked about workspace because we're moving and I'm literally packing up my entire office. So last night I packed everything away. And this morning I woke up and I genuinely don't have a desk to go to. So it got me thinking, like, what do people do for different workspaces who might not have an office or might not have a nook? And, I'm like working off my couch, my dining room table. And normally I am in my space, like all my notebooks can be in there, all my, everything that comes in, boxes. So I feel a little displaced. I know it's going to be like this for a month or so, but, it's summer and it's just one of those things, hey, Raina, that we just have to kind of get used to. And your kids, I know, are not officially off, but like they're home, right? Because your kids have an odd schedule.
Yeah, so today was the first day that Liam got out at 11:40.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday he had full days. Natalie doesn't go in again until Friday for 1 hour. Liam goes in tomorrow. It's like the most weirdest schedule ever. But yeah, today was the first day that Liam went from full-time to half-day. He's the last one that had a full-time schedule. So I know, we're winding down. I mean, the two of them are outside. I don't even know what they're doing. Like, I gave them like a bowl of cookies and I don't, and
bubbles and Play-Doh. Isn't that normally something that can hold on to, like, being truly like bubbles and Play-Doh?
I made scallion pancakes for lunch and nobody ate it. And I was like, well, I'm not going to cook anybody anything else. So if you want to have cookies for lunch, you go ahead and you eat cookies because I'm not making another home cooked meal over the stove, hot over the stove, fresh scallion pancakes. And they didn't eat it. So I was like, here, eat PJ Masks cookies. And that's what you're having for lunch today. I'm tired. I am in summer mode. Today is summer.
Today is officially the first day of summer. I'm impressed. I usually forget to feed my children lunch. It's all of a sudden like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, you guys have not eaten. Like, no one has come to tell me that you guys have, like they haven't eaten or they're hungry. And then all of a sudden they'll be like ravenous. So even Victoria today, I gave her a bagel from Dunkin' Donuts. And she was like, is there butter or cream cheese on it? No, it's just a bagel in a bag.
Yeah.
So see, but, I think one thing we wanted to do today, because we know a lot of moms and dads are in the total same boat now that summer's here and, you're working from home or, you might be off for the summer or just trying to figure out your schedule with your kids' schedule. It is not easy. I mean, it's just not easy. And so, I don't know about you, Vera, but I said to Matt this week, I'm like, there's 2 things I really want to try to do this summer. I really want to try to have, like, as laughable as this is, a semi-work schedule where maybe there's like 2 days a week that I genuinely am quote unquote off. So maybe it's like Tuesday and Thursday, I can go to the pool with them. I mean, we have Wi-Fi at the pool, so I'll bring my laptop and my phone and I can check it obviously throughout the day. But truly we're like, I'm going somewhere with them so that I don't feel like throughout the summer I'm like attached to my computer from like, because we can do that in the winter from like 8 o'clock until like 3 or 4 o'clock. We can kind of be very tuned in. And in the summer, it's really tough. And I know this sounds kind of corny and hokey, but I just don't want summer to go by. And I feel like the kids, I guess maybe William going to middle school next year, it's really hitting me hard that like I don't have that many summers left. Mm-hmm. And like, I know in a couple of years, he's not even going to want to be with me at a pool club. He's going to really just kind of want to go off with his friends or he's going to be driving. And I really just want to spend, I feel like this is like one of the last summers I'm kind of being little where I can kind of just be with them. And
you have that boat. You got that boat. So you have to try to use it.
We have the boat. We'll be on the boat. We'll go on the boat almost every night. I mean, unfortunately, Matt works during the day now. So he's been gone since 7 o'clock this morning. He's not going to be home until 3 o'clock. So even like daytime stuff, it's tough. But like I said to him, I'm like, I really want to try to do something with our schedules where it works a little bit better than just us not honestly, because I don't want them on the couch playing video games all summer while I'm working. That will depress me to death.
Totally. Yesterday, you don't even know what I did. I just want to make sure she's not by the window.
I'm going to share this as you're talking.
So yesterday, in order to get the kids to go outside, well, Liam was out. He had soccer practice, but Natalie was indoors. And I was like, listen, go outside and play in your, like, she got a ripstick for her birthday.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't want to go outside. And so, like, I lied to her, and I was like, there's all these boys biking around. I've seen them 3 or 4 times. You've missed them.
Did you use the word hot or cute or like or an Adonis?
Beelined it.
Adonis when you're like 12, right?
She beelined it right out that door. She went flying. She put her sneakers on. She got on the ripstick. She was on the street. Caleb went outside. They were playing. She kept going, Mom, how come they haven't come around again? I said, they're coming. Keep playing. I'm lying. I'm going.
Like, she's in full hair and makeup. She looks amazing, and she's outside waiting.
I'm like, they're coming. Keep playing. Don't worry about it. So I literally got about 2.5 hours of her on a bike all around the block because she thought boys were coming. And I was like, if this is what I have to do to get my daughter to go outside and exercise, so be it. So they did that. I was online, like working on I was on the stoop, but or whatever, the porch, whatever it's called. And I was like doing my work, and they were all there playing. And I was like, this is what I want to do all summer. Like when I have to work, it's going to be right outside. I still get my Wi-Fi right outside the front, but my kids are going to be outside playing, and I will be right there with them, sort of like making sure they're not getting kidnapped, but me just sort of like monitoring them and everything, but still being outside. Like, and also another thing, Audrey, I've been getting up at like 6 o'clock in the morning every day this week.
Yeah, me too.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I have written every post that I've had to, except for today, because they came, my husband, like, we're still not, like he gets me sponsored posts, and then he's like, oh, it's due tomorrow. Like, we're still not, we don't have this like thing down where I get a little heads up.
Yeah.
Like today he's like, oh, did you do the X, Y, and Z? It has to go up tomorrow. And I was like, what? Like, no, you didn't tell me about that. So I had to do that today. But normally I get up in the morning and I write my post for the day. Yeah. Before they even have breakfast, I'm done writing. I'm not writing anymore during the day. That's my goal. So you said you had a goal of taking 2 days off. I'm the opposite. I don't mind working every day, but I want to try to get up. I sneak out of my bedroom and I go into the dining room, which is not the office. I go as far away as from the bedrooms as I could possibly get, and I do all my work before they get up. I don't want to write anymore when they're awake. No,
I've done that the last 2 days, and I do feel like I felt really good. Like I just was like this morning when they were gone, I had to be at the school for field day at 8:15. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and I did. I woke up this morning at 5:30, came down by 6:45. Everything was done. Like everything was scheduled out. And then, when I was done with field day, I didn't feel like I had to race home and actually get something up. I needed one thing approved. I still have to put that up, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean,
and I wasn't able to share this. It said that that there was like a fearful of malware on my Facebook. So it said that they have for 3 days just to protect me. They've blocked certain content and actions. So you're gonna have to share this to Permission Hustle. I can't share this.
I'll do it right now. But yeah. So the last minute edit that I had to do, I just did it when you had called to say that you wanted to do this. But typically my goal for the whole entire year, summer rather, until we get back on a schedule, is to try to, and obviously also to lessen my expectations. So for the last 2 weeks, I haven't really been posting a lot. And I went to my father-in-law's house, and one of his friends is like a really big, like, not fan, but she really like looks at everything that we do.
Right.
And when I went to my father-in-law's house, he said, oh, so-and-so said that you haven't been writing a lot. What's going on? Oh. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, it was that noticeable? And he said, yeah, she said that you really slowed down. So that conversation with him over the weekend, I went, oh, I got to step it back up, because I've been really like maybe one every 2 days, one every 3 days. That's very out of character for me. You know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But because I was like, oh, maybe I could just, take a break for the summer. But because that woman noticed it, I said, oh, I don't want people to think that I'm stepping away in any capacity.
Right.
No, I have to go back to doing at least 2 a day. And so that's another reason why I was getting up early again, because I was like, I don't want people to look at my site and go, oh, she hasn't updated in a day.
Right.
I'm seeing her update so frequently. So
absolutely,
we had to jump back in.
But I think it is good. I mean, even your blog isn't set up this way. It's my blog, like, it has like the 4 posts on top. And I was doing 2 or 3 things a day, like maybe like a month or 2 ago, like not really rich stuff. Like it was like a video that I had done. Like I at least would probably do like 2 posts, right?
Right.
And like the fashion stuff that we were doing, that was fairly like a quick turnaround. That was pretty easy. We were doing fashion photos all the time. And then I was like, wow. And like, then like all of a sudden, like anything that like I thought was like a good post was like buried in like a day or 2. So then I was like, you know what? I want to do like 1, but I really do want to bring it back to more, like I did a hemangioma update on Victoria. Like I want to bring it back to more like personal things rather than just like the constant, like, which I know, people do enjoy, but it's like, the 10 best things that you need for shopping or camping,
Right.
But I enjoy doing that, like that personal thing. So.
Yeah. But as far as the house, like I have a designated office. I know you do too. I have been more so than ever.
Yeah.
In here. This has officially become a working office as of like a week ago. Like literally a week ago.
You broke up for 1 second. You're what?
Oh, it's officially become like a working office, this space, Bethany. Like as of a week ago, because like, we started sort of like selling on eBay, like just sort of like getting rid of the stuff in our house. And so I have been like living in my office because this is like where I ship and where I pack and where I do everything here. So now I just have I moved my charger in here, and wherever my charger is sort of like where I keep my bedroom. And now I just live and die in this room. I do not leave this room. This is like where I am all day long. And I love it. Like, I'm so happy.
Because it's central, because you can see your kitchen.
Everybody, yeah.
Like my office, I'm like on the other side of the house, don't know what anything's happening.
I know, but that has its benefits too. I even moved my desk around because the way I had my office set up before, I had it sort of like catty-cornered facing out. And it was really taking up a lot of the space just for aesthetics.
Yeah.
And because this has become like a functioning office, I needed like space. I moved around my office and I made it more like, okay, it doesn't look as pretty. I can still take photos and it will be fine, but it's just not as pretty as it was.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm actually using the room now, so there's the toss up there. There's the benefit is there. It's definitely there.
In our new house, my office is literally like a little tiny room. It's like actually a built-in desk already.
But that's cute.
It's adorable. Like, and I said to Matt, I said, it actually might not make me be I don't know if you saw my Facebook yesterday when I was going through everything. I've been giving myself 6 boxes and just like, that's how I'm like taking it in steps. And every night I'll pack like X amount of boxes that I've taped up and then that's it for the night. So I don't get overwhelmed.
6 boxes for what though?
So like, it doesn't like last night I just like Matt bought like a ton of boxes from like Home Depot and Target and Walmart. Like he just grabbed some like moving boxes. And so at night I just grab a stash and then like however many I take, that's how many I'll pack for that night. So
for the new house.
So I'm going like room to room. So I was in my office last night for maybe 2 or 3 hours, like pretty late last night, just packing stuff up. But before we went out, I grabbed one little box to go through and I found like a People magazine that I had saved for William from 2005. And it was like Prince William when he met, not when he got engaged, like when he started like really heavily dating, obviously his wife now. And it was like a princess for William with like a question mark. And I remember William was like a year old. It was October 2005 was the issue. And I literally saved it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this to William someday. Like, and when he was like a year old. And I said to Matt, I'm like, this is the kind of stuff. I'm like, I've held on to it now for literally 11 years.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, what do I can't even tell you how much stuff I let go. Like the boys were horrified. I went through like buckets of old papers last night from them when they were little, like all stuff that they drew or like anything.
Trash.
Well, I said William came over. He was horrified because he saw, I'm like, oh, that's a trash pile. And it was literally 2 huge brown boxes full. But I had saved tests. I had saved from like up to 3rd grade. I had saved a lot of that stuff. And then I must have gotten smart when they hit 4th grade. And I was like, wow, now I have 4 boys and I can't do this. Now 4 boys are in school. So by the time I got to Henry, it was like a report card. It was kindergarten. Yeah. And some drawings. But I said to Matt, I'm like, I legitimately feel like not that I feel lighter, but I feel lighter. Like I threw out so much stuff. So, I mean, and like a random extension of all of this, I think it's a good thing to do. Like if it's something that you haven't done for a long time and you really are feeling chaotic in your life and overwhelmed and stressed out, really take a room in your house and just purge the heck out of it. Like go through it. And I know this from a book, but when I asked people if I should, like I put it on, of course I asked Facebook, should I throw this out or not? People were like, does it bring you joy? And like to really answer that question. And I was like, yeah, actually this does bring me joy. Like this magazine does make me smile and it makes me, I've kept it for this long. William's wife will probably scoff, roll her eyes and burn it. But needless to say, I saved it for a reason,
But that's like, you sound like a hoarder.
But the funny thing is I'm not like, even like that's what, like, I felt like one last night though, because my husband is, and I'm on
because I watch those shows and then they're like, does this piece of plastic that's ripped to shreds bring you joy? And they're like,
not like that. It like legitimately was. It legitimately was. I found the first, I must have saved it. It was the first magazine, the Oprah magazine, her first issue. It was the first issue. It's in like perfect condition. And then I saved the last issue of Oprah magazine. And they were like wedged together in my bookshelves. So it was funny because someone online actually looked it up to see how much that People magazine is worth. They're like, well, if it makes you feel any better, it's worth $40.
Right on eBay. Right on eBay.
So I was like, all right, I could probably sell the Oprah ones on eBay. There are Oprah lovers out there to have like in like really great condition the first and last magazine. That'd be great. So
I don't have a thrift store. You just have to go to your office.
What?
Who needs to go to a thrift store? You just need to go to your office.
That was my whole eBay video yesterday. Like I have not had to go to a thrift store yet because I legitimately have been going through like my house like a savage and as you know, like, because, I know Vera had mentioned we're kind of doing, like, we're selling stuff on eBay. And, you start to realize what sells and what doesn't sell. Like, after you start to do it for a bit, you really start to know what brands sell, what things sell really well, and I'm, like, obsessively watching how many watchers each item has, which is also a good indication as to, like, what is hot and what is not.
Yeah.
And, I legitimately was, like, in my office last night thinking the same thing. I'm like, I could sell half of the stuff in here. I mean, not for a ton of money, but like just because it's in there,
Yeah, no, that's great. That's so great. And does your Wi-Fi go to your backyard?
It actually does, yeah, and the front yard.
So that's good. I mean, that's just another way that if, worst case scenario, we do have something to do, we can really just get on outside and do what we can. See, my pool does have Wi-Fi technically, but it's not reliable. So my kids wanted to go to the pool today, but I actually forgot that we had the Twitter party today, to be really honest with you. I thought it was at night. And then when I woke up in the morning and I put my calendar just to see what was happening on my calendar, I saw that it was in the afternoon. And when they woke up, I said, guys, I'm so sorry. Liam comes out at 12. I have the Twitter party at 2. It really doesn't make sense for us to go to the pool today. So he ended up going to his friend's house, so he's fine. But I'm surprised Natalie's not begging me for a play date. But the pool isn't really an option for me to do work. Like I couldn't go there and be like, oh, I hope the Wi-Fi works. Like it wouldn't. It just wouldn't. It's not like set up for that. But I mean, hopefully one day we'll get to that point. I mean, I don't know, maybe one day. But for now, the vicinity of my house is up for grabs.
That's good.
And I'm going to try to make more use out of that, like you said. I really am, because like you said, like it's not the winter, it's the summer. And so we really should try to do what we can to.
And we work for ourselves. And I do think that this is one of the things we say this all the time in Permission to Hustle and whatnot. We work for ourselves so we can kind of own our own schedule and we can do our own things. And, like we always say that, like if we go on vacation with our family, we kind of walk away for a week or two, however long we're gone. And we do what we do because of that. You know, if we were working for like in corporate America, we would have to be on the phone and make sure that everything is handled. You know, we can, fortunately, as long as we have our cell phones, we kind of have an idea what's going on.
Yeah.
We just might not be able to get back to somebody like within a nanosecond. But, you know, I do think, you know, this summer is challenging. It's tough. It's a whole different ball game. And, you know, and listen, I love the summer, so I don't want to be cooped up in the house all day while, you know, everybody else is gone.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think it's just a matter of like tweaking and kind of figuring out what's going to, you know, best work for us.
Bethany,
so 2 weeks of like crying on this.
Bethany just wrote a comment about her summer goals.
Yeah.
I think that we should put a post up in Permission to Hustle and ask everybody to mark one summer goal.
That's a good idea.
And then maybe tomorrow or Thursday, maybe we'll wait 2 days, or Friday rather, let's do a follow-up Facebook Live about what our summer goals are. Absolutely. As far as what we're doing for our business. That's a great idea, Bethany. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, yeah, summer camp.
I mean,
we did the math. Don't do the math. Let me just give you a little tip. If you have more than one child, don't add up all the summer camps in one spreadsheet to figure out how much money you are spending.
Crazy.
Don't do it. I mean,
and then on top of that, you can't even get like a college student. I mean, I would have to get someone around the clock. But I mean, even like a nanny for the summer, it's outrageous. I mean, and I get it. Like I understand why the prices are so crazy, but like, you know, I mean, and actually I signed Victoria up for preschool from 9 to 3 next year. Because I do feel like that's like a good chunk of time to be able to do work.
He's right.
Okay, Marissa, there was one camp my son wanted to go to and some of his buddies are going to. It was like literally just for him for 2 weeks. It was $2,500 for like this basketball camp. I was like, this is not going to happen. I'm sorry. Like that's outrageous to me.
We're about
join a pool club for the summer. The summer, you know.
We're about 6,000 with the 3 children this year. I mean, and that's on camp. Like, and it's just the most stupid. I mean, I just don't even understand it. Like, and then last night he wanted to add another one. I was like, Bill, are you kidding me? Like, we cannot add another camp this summer. Like, it's too, because they're 1 week at a time. Like, you know, 1 week is soccer, then the next week is basketball, then the next week he's doing a surfing camp. Liam is having the best summer of his life.
Right. At an expense, but he's having the best summer of his life.
Literally, I was like, we cannot do another camp. Coding camp, robotic camp. I was like, we cannot do another camp. Stop with the camps. But all his friends are doing them. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's terrible. I mean, I don't want.
That's what we got to do because you don't want your kids doing nothing. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, they could do nothing every now and then.
VBS is free.
What's VBS?
I don't know what VBS is. We're like waiting with bated breath. Like, what is
it? All right, we'll wait for her to write that.
Like I said to the boys yesterday, like I have to go do it. But at our pool club, they have tennis lessons and swim team. And though it's a little bit it is a little bit of money, but it's I'm talking like maybe $100. Oh, the vacation Bible school.
We missed the time to sign up. Caleb is doing it. Caleb is doing 3 weeks of. No, it's not Vacation Bible School. We missed Vacation Bible School. He's doing regular camp, 3 weeks of baby camp, whatever. But we missed that. We've done that every year. We've missed it. It sells out. If you don't do it right away, it sells out in my town.
I was going to say, I think ours is next week. They call it Glory Days, and it's like it goes fast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, Natalie could have been a camp counselor at Vacation Bible Camp this year. And I didn't know. And then my friend was like, oh my gosh, my daughter's so excited. She's going to be a counselor this year. And I was like, please tell your daughter not to tell my daughter because she knows that she could have been a counselor and I missed up on that sign up. She's going to. So, but anyway, so this summer we're going to see how we're doing. We're going to be working wherever we can. We're going to be trying to get up early.
Yep.
Using the outside.
So you guys can join us for the ride too.
Yeah, definitely. But so we'll see you at 2:00 on Twitter.
Yeah, join us at 2.
We have a Twitter party. I'm really excited about it. We have an actress coming on board, and they're usually fun. This is like the 3rd party or 4th party that we've done with them. So
Lactated Dairy Envy. So make sure you guys head over and join, even if it's like a tweet or 2.
Yeah,
support.
Yeah, we always have a good time with that group. So we'll see you at 2.
All right, everybody.
Chatting. Till next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.